Hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me in another of my little monologues. Today I am sitting in Biggleswick Farm, or on Biggleswick Farm. I'm recording this the Sunday before the Monday. It is a very still day and the sun is shining. There's no chemtrails to see and nothing else. And I am very thrilled about that. I'm going to smoke my pipe and just take some time out. I'm down here today, early. Julia is on her way, sorry, itchy nose, planting hedgerow trees. And we bought quite a few of them, and getting them in the ground has been a joy to get new plants. It's always a joy to plant something. So we've got the cross section of different edible fruit trees, of which I keep coming up with the same two, hawthorn and blackthorn, but there's others and I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. I have to go back and look at the label. Anyway, they're going in. We had a terrific gift from our viewers, two of them, which you'll see. I can't remember if it was in last week's English couple or the one that's coming up. People have been incredibly generous. We did buy these hedgerow plants though. We just need to get the boundaries a bit more secure and obvious, and the hedge is a perfect thing for hedgerow plants and wildlife and berries for the birds. One of the things about having land, and I've spoken about this sort of thing before, but now I can speak from a slightly different point of view as a landowner and somebody who has moved away from the stuff I was talking about before, the worries of the world, and now much more focused in the business of growing food, being self-sufficient, escaping the matrix, taking yourself out of all the rubbish, not paying much attention, if any, really, to the news and the mainstream media. I know that some people feel they still have to. I'm not sure it's a good idea. What you don't know, you can't worry about. But then others will say, forearmed is forewarned. That may be true. But I wonder how much of this universe, this world, that we actually create ourselves. There's a lot of talk about manifestation. There's a lot of talk about karma. And I think if you have your finger on the pulse, it seems to me you'll be continually bringing up more and more, whereas now I feel a little more reclusive, away, a bit in some respects like the anchorites of old, who would be walled into sides of churches, or be hermits, escaping away from the continual noise and nonsense of the world and focusing in on a very small patch of land and getting to know it. We've only been here 5 minutes, but even though over those months that we have been here, we are slowly getting to learn the nature of the landscape. It was going to be fascinating to see the hard winter, if it is a hard winter, and then the spring, and seeing what comes up first, in what order. We're very excited. Yes, when we took this on, there was a lot of long grass that had just been allowed to grow and grow and grow. And consequently, all the small little plants that perhaps were deep in the soil that would have liked to have come up have been overshadowed by the long grass. So our plan is to keep this mown so that the smaller plants have a chance to come out, and then we can see what there is. And this land, this particular area, hasn't been touched, we know, since 1990s, and then prior to that was grazing land. So you can bet your bottom dollar that in the ground here, what have I done with my lighter? In the ground here, it's still going, is all sorts of stuff that we have yet to discover. So that is a rich tapestry of getting back to nature and seeing what a piece of ground can offer. We live in a hectic world, don't we? It seems as if it's been purposely manipulated to be hectic and awkward. And getting away, even though we don't live here, we visit very regularly and want to grow bits and pieces at the moment. It's just rather beautiful. It's rather beautiful to forget about the worries and the cares. And do you know, I've never felt better now that I've stopped talking about all the other stuff. It was good to do that, don't get me wrong. I think it was essential for my journey. But getting back to the land, contacting the earth, being one with this magical world, has been something that has been necessary. And as a soul in a body that was placed on this earth, I think it's essential to enjoy the natural side of things and avoid these artificial creations which are being foisted upon us, the 15-minute cities, the 5G, the digital ID, all of that. And it's only really, I think, when you get into nature you suddenly start to realise actually that all of that is a mirage, and the real place is here. And one of the things that I'm not very good at, is slowing down. And I have made it a mission of mine. I got into the shade. I've made it a mission of mine now that whilst there's loads of jobs here to do, is to take time out, slow down, and enjoy it. We forget to enjoy the moment. And although there's an aeroplane going overhead, which you can't ever get shot of, can you? They're always going overhead. And this one is a particularly loud one. I'm still going to enjoy the moment. So thank you for watching. I don't know whether this has been of any use or relevance to anything other than myself, but I felt I'd better make a video, but I hadn't talked to you for a while, and I'm enjoying the moment. Till next time, goodbye.